Good day viewers, welcome back to Prissy Boy Shadow Blade.
Dragon Fang?
And last part of the video we found Yamato was screaming at someone in the crowd. Maybe Yamato found a rebel?
He's screaming inside Love Story person.
Maybe because there's a rebel. Shut up, just follow me.
What? Yamato?
Kuiji and Yamato were talking in teen adult looking a student.
Please let go.
Have I seen him before?
Yes, we've seen him before.
The man was obviously timid. He was pleading his innocence through tear-filled eyes. Yamato, who is that? This guy is a rebel. He's against the will of the Empire.
No, I didn't do anything. I'm not a rebel.
The man who was desperately yelling of his innocence looked at us and opened his eyes wide.
Mr. Saiki, please help me.
Huh?
What?
Nagi was surprised, and with his eyes, there was a flash of disappointment on the man's face.
Oh.
What? You know this guy? Yamato looked at Nagi with sharp eyes.
No.
Nagi neglected with a puzzled look. Then get out of my way. Now you, follow me.
I'm not a rebel. Wait, do you think this man is a rebel?
I don't need you to tell me the reason here. The only problem is this guy is a rebel. Move out of the way.
I want to know why.
Well, interrogate him later. Get away.
No.
I was touched and go situation when Kuiji was going to try and break the tension.
Be quiet. What's happening?
Jirokugo appeared. Yamato gave a salute to him. Yes sir, we arrested a rebel. We are going to interrogate this man, but they tried to hinder us. Jirokugo looked sharply at us.
You are trying to hinder suction against a rebel? No. I'm not a rebel. We'll see the truth after the interrogation. Koiji, Yamato, take him off.
Yes sir. Yes sir. Kuiji Yamato took the young man away. Oh my god. I thought I can help the guy, but the general disappeared.
He appeared out of nowhere. Chapter 4, Investigation.
Oh, so we're in chapter 4 now. Oh come on, why didn't I do that in the first place in the last part of the video? If only I know. Well, anyway, let's continue. Jirokugo walked up to us. The crowd soon disappeared like a steam wave.
Stern wave. I've tolerated things you've done because I thought you need time to overcome your brother's death, but if you go too far, I will have to take action. You are Toko and have devoted your heart to the Empire. Just think about arresting a rebel and doing your best for the nation. If you are dead set on other things and snoop around like a rat, I will be considered as a rebellion. Keep that firmly in mind.
Saying the Jirokugo then walked away. He said if you snoop around like a rat, maybe he knows about what we've been up to.
I don't know, but we can't keep quiet. Who is that? Who is that guy Yamato caught? He called me Mr. Saiki.
You don't know him, do you?
No, I didn't think he's even someone related to my family.
He was mixed up with Naoya, maybe?
I thought so too. We should make sure of it. Say, do you think we can meet him?
Probably. He's in the cell. Are you going to sneak in the prison again? What did they get if we get caught? Remembering Jirokugo look, I got goosebumps all over my body.
I'm not gonna force you to come with me. I'll go alone if you don't want to.
Nagi looks serious. I can't let you go alone. I'll go with you.
Thanks.
After curfew, we slid out of the room while people were sleeping. We came to the seventh basement of the prison. It's pretty quiet. Is he the only person in the custody now?
Things have been hectic since Naoya's death, so I don't think there's anyone but him.
Is he?
There he is.
Right. I found the only one cage was locked. Behind the bar, I saw a black shadow warp around in a ball. He whimpered in the shadow. Good evening.
Oh,
We heard an uptight voice, and then we heard something creep on the wall. Shh! Please be quiet.
please stop it. I don't know anything.
With the sound of breathing, he barely whispered something in a low voice.
I'm not ever. I'm so sick. Please stop it.
We're not going to put you to torture. We came to listen to your story.
Can you see me?
Nagi shone a flashlight on his face.
You are. I saw you earlier. I'm Naoya-seiki's younger brother, Nagi Saeki. Mr. Saeki's younger brother? We don't suspect you as a rebel, but there's one thing we want to know. Do you know Naoya Seiki?
The man didn't say anything for a little while, but after taking a deep breath, he said shakily,
Mr. Saeki, where is Mr. Saeki now?
He died.
What? We found him hanging in his room. Did he hang himself?
The young man opened his eyes wide, shocked out of his wits. Naoya's death was treated as a suicide, but we don't think so.
You want to know the truth of Naoya's death? Tell us anything we want to know. Anything about him, you know.
He seemed to understand our desperation and slowly get closer to us. He seemed to have already gotten the third degree. His cheeks were moist with tears and looked sickly and pale. However, he straightened his back and said clearly,
I'd like to know the truth. If you can prove you two are trustworthy. Trustworthy? How can we prove it? Do you have any ideas?
Trustworthy. This will do. Oh, yes, suicide note. Maybe this will do. Right?
Alright.
I took out Naoya's suicide note and showed it to the young man. This is Naoya's suicide note. We found it in his room. He gazed at the letter and then slowly nodded.
It's definitely Mrs. Saeki's handwriting. Thank you. I'll trust that you two are not lying.
And then he started to talk. So, 2 more tickets, so let's continue. Let's see. Saizo.
I'm Saizo Kusama. I live in Kanda and have been studying to become a pharmacist.
What's a pharmacist?
Something that can deal with medicines.
Oh.
I met Mr. Saeki at a bookstore in Kanda several months ago.
Oh, there's Naoya.
When I was looking for a pharmaceutical book, Mr. Saeki and I took the same book at the same time. Usually, I'm quick to withdraw when I see Toko because I don't want to be suspected of anything. But I was a little surprised by Toko officer interested in pharmaceuticals, so I just stood in a trance for a moment. And then Mr. Saeki asked, "Are you knowledgeable about pharmaceutical?" Being called knowledgeable about pharmaceutical was a bit much, but I was able to say that I knew about many since I grew up in the mountains. So I responded by telling him that I'm a student studying to become a pharmacist. Mr. Saiki was thinking something for a moment and handed a herb to me. Now I was interested in pharmaceuticals.
What was the herb he had handed to you? Saizo said.
I don't have the herb anymore. Do you have a memo paper and a pen?
I gave him a pen and a memo paper through the iron bars. Saizo started drawing a picture of the herb. Soon the details of the herb appeared on the memo paper. What is this?
It looks like a flower.
Yeah. How can it be a herb when we call a flower? That's two different things.
It looked like a poppy.
No, it doesn't.
But I couldn't find the same herb or poisonous weed in any books. I analyzed the herb so I could and found that it's a very strong analgesic effect. Analgesic effect? I'm sorry, if I had a better lab, I could check it better. I wonder why I couldn't find the same herb in a literature and took me long to test. When I was going to tell the result to Mr. Saiki, I got a message by telegraph.
Telegraph? Telegraph is a faster communication tool beside the telephone. What was so urgent that it was sent by What the hell's happened? By telegraph. My screen!
Really, from Naoya? It was an anonymous message and it said, "Get rid of that thing and don't tell anyone about it. Get away ASAP." Something about that herb.
Is it really that dangerous?
Whatever that herb is, sure is dangerous. Get rid of the... The whole message was written in katakana.
Get rid of the thing and don't tell anyone about it. Get away ASAP.
Get rid of that thing and don't tell anyone about it. Get away ASAP. A herb that listen contained in literature. I have expected it, but I felt sure by reading this telegram that something bad happened to Mr. Saiki. I felt like it was a little shame to burn the unknown herb, but it wasn't worth risking my life over. I deleted the record and the herb and the literature I checked. Then I threw away the telegram just in case. Then when I was getting ready to move, Toko officers suddenly came to my house. I couldn't do anything. I knew they'd ask about the herb, but I was going to tell them I didn't know anything about it. I had disposed of everything regarding the herb. I thought there was nothing they could find, so I figured I could say I didn't know anything. But I never thought that I would get arrested for promoting an anti-government activity.
It's not based on fact, isn't it?
Of course not. I'm not a register. I don't care about socialism, capitalism, or anything else. I just want to do my research.
Oh.
But they say some evidence of my contact with an organization was found in my room and in my mailbox. I don't know that stuff. I didn't do those things.
I guess you were framed.
I didn't do anything wrong, I swear.
Saying so, Saizo looked down. I put my head on his shoulder through the bars. You are innocent. We will convince them and we'll save you. We can't do it right away, but I promise you. So please don't give up.
They don't kill prisoners until they find concrete evidence. Hang in there.
We will promise. Saizo lifted his head up and nodded. He had red eyes filled with tears.
I got it. Please help me.
We will. The next morning, August 30.
Tetsu, it's an emergency.
Nagi dashes into my room. What now? What happened? It's not time to leave yet.
Saizo was put on the rack and executed.
Huh?
Already?
That was quite fast. Okay. Damn,
Just in the middle of the morning?
I thought they said we could have executed the final real truth about it.
Must have been Yamato or something again.
I guess so. So we'll continue this next part. So Shabba and Dragon Frank, we're gonna enjoy this in the next part of the video. See you next part.
See ya.